Charleston White ain't playing with y'all. He went off on Deion Sanders, the hip-hop community and all.
See, most niggas is a prize fighter. I'm a surprise fighter.
You got Fat Joe speaking of statements. Apparently he's been capping on his songs this entire time.
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs.
I'll talk about that
And
later.
also Whack 100 goes off at Adam 22. You know what I mean? Force him to apologize and end this war with Terrell.
You have to apologize to Heather.
I don't think I can apologize to Heather, honestly.
Speaking of apologies, we got T.I. screaming at a club promoter, screaming at his son, King. We got all sorts of T.I. news.
No partying, no sections, nothing.
And also Elon Musk said F you to the promoters. He technically killed Twitter, aka X, whatever he called it.
No, we're on Twitter, people.
Go yourself. Is that fair?
Jump on Twitter. We're supporting the man, the legend.
Cloud Baby's gonna talk about it.
Yes.
What's up this week?
I didn't get with the 1, 2, 3. It's all good.
Cloud Babies, once again, we back. You know what I mean? This time, Charleston White. I just saw the interview. It was brilliant. He made a lot of sense.
I mean, to you,
He made a lot of sense on his for the community.
Cam. I'm with Cam. Delivery needs work.
Son, you don't need to talk about delivery like he said. You know what I mean? You got Sexy Red over here, pregnant, doing all sorts of messiness.
We didn't support that either.
There's no denying that you're standing for and by your people.
Well, here's the thing. When you're addressing evil, you can't worry about the delivery. When you're looking at the conditions of our community, you can't worry about the evil. When you got kids, they kill kids and say we smoking on Tuka. See, they wasn't worried about the delivery when these kids in Chicago were talking about smoking on Tuka. The delivery? I like girls kissing girls where I'm from, and that's on the radio. Girls on girls, that's promoting lesbianism to my daughter as we driving to school. This song they playing with Drake. Y'all worried about the delivery?
Charleston White is making sense, Cloud Babies. Don't hate the messenger. Hate the message.
You're right. He definitely has some. What you show me, the points that he makes are valid. He's got really valid points, and he's got in the pocket. He must be writing shit down. He must have things loaded. He's got.
He's
points.
a comedian, son.
Well, dude,
under Lolo.
But he's got facts.
See, I don't fight fair. See, most niggas is prize fighters. I'm a surprise fighter.
You never know what you're gonna get.
I'm a surprise fighter. Come on, son.
Yeah.
That is great, kid.
He's so funny.
You feel me, son? He's a good character, man. Like, I understand, like, he does have morals and ethics. You know what I mean? He does that. But he does have that old moral and ethics that our grandparents had. You know what I mean?
Conservative.
The hip hop community now, bro, it's uproar, bro. It's too much violence.
Yeah,
it's too much drugs. It's misguided. There's not a good positive song unless if it's gonna be Kendrick or J. Cole or maybe D1.
Hey, man.
But like all the top fives is not really bringing us that good. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what though? You're right, 100%, and I agree. But what's interesting is we were clowning Andre 3000. Right?
Son, don't get me off with this nigga. He dropped a flute album.
I
Okay,
know. Don't hate too much. All right, but I like peaceful and meditative type
enchantment
stuff.
Type of music. Yes,
it's great. I feel like it just provided a window of opportunity now for other artists to head down a certain way and not be ridiculed. If that makes sense, it's like Andre wore the hat for everybody.
But we're talking about creativity now. We're not talking about creativity. We're talking about...
It's not about creativity.
Well, it is kind of like about creativity. It's the words that we use in the hip-hop community. Like the gun, the way we glorify the violence and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
But what's accepted in hip-hop is glorified violence until something else steps in its place. So I'm saying Andre is weirdly leading a charge from a left field to maybe at least counteract just the support of just hood stuff and just violence and like shaking ass and having multiple baby daddies.
I got you. How do you feel about his opinion about Deion Sanders?
Oh man, Charleston White, dude.
So you really don't mean like fuck Deion? That's just
I really mean that. I really mean that you don't want me to mean it, but nigga, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So you gotta understand, nigga, I'm looking at this. Y'all looking at it from a we love Deion standpoint.
I'm that guy that say I love Deion.
I'm the nigga. I'm them kids.
And I'm not mad that he wouldn't go chase that bag.
I'm them kids.
But he did his service to Jackson State. And
I'm not
service to the culture of black people.
But see, y'all. But see, this is what I'm telling black people.
But you
just named 3 components. You said the culture. You said Jackson State, but you never said those boys.
Oh my God. Okay, look. Now, fair enough that he was kind of going at Deion for claiming that he's not helping the community in the long term and maybe just trying to, gain monetary wise from the white people that are sponsoring and supporting, him in coaching and but at the end of the day, man, Deion Sanders has been doing for his community for a long time, right? It's unwise for Charleston to be saying
in what
that
way
kind of
though?
stuff.
Because the way Charleston White break it down,
Yeah.
Charleston White make it seem like he does more for the community. Than Deion Sanders.
Well,
I mean, when you're having contact with the people that's literally in the street, the real mom and dad shops, the real moms and the stuff like that. Deion is not really out there like that unless if they playing football.
Yeah.
This dude is giving turkeys away. He's like getting slapped up in the barbershop.
No. No, Charleston White is really about the people. If you want to say someone who's about the people, he walks around without without an entourage security either. He looks after himself, and which is why I'm saying this is a prize fighter. Do you know what I mean? Because he's like, I'm no punk. You know what I mean? The amount of shit talk that I do, I'm ready.
You don't think I'll be ready after all this stuff you're talking?
It's awesome,
It's so good.
You have to respect that. You have to respect. He backs it up, but at the same time, with what Deion is doing with his son and the team, I don't see that as a bad thing.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's playing a part.
Yeah, the more eyes we have on football and college football, even in that whatever the area is and in that town, that's great for that town. He's bringing revenue to the town. I don't there's not going to be a net.
Not only that, but eyeballs
effect.
too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's going to be a net positive effect. So Charleston shouldn't be hating too much on Deion for that.
I think
Deion's missing a goddamn toe. he's 8 toes down for you, like Shannon Sharp said. Why are you Charleston? Why are you going at him? He's missing a goddamn toe.
Yeah.
Man is out here getting foot massages just to get by, to be on the field.
He's trying to protect his son too, making sure his son make it to the NFL.
Prime time's here to stay.
Cloud Babies, Fat Joe out here winning the interview talking about he lied 95% in these raps.
Hey man, say it. Can we get it out in the open?
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs. I'm being honest. Lied.
Really?
Let's talk
I did
about
not know
it.
that.
No, because the general public, they don't know.
You think Fat Ass Joe is gonna chase Jay-Z around a club, trying to smack him with a bottle? You think Big Pun Fat Ass is gonna chase skinny Jay-Z
Maybe.
around the? Come on, son.
Very slowly.
Some of those stories, all Fat Joe's cool, funny stories, I don't believe. He's been a liar.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
He's a thief. See, he's been a tax invasion.
Yeah, okay.
Let's be real. Come on, Joseph.
He's trying to blame his accountant?
If you know,
Trying to blame his accountant?
He's trying to blame his accountant.
You trying to plead the
You
fifth
forgot
and
to
put it
tell
on the
Gil
accountant?
about that, Cloud Babies.
Oh, no, dude.
If you know, you know. That's why I was trying to interview Cuban. You know what I mean?
Now, we'll say this. We're not hating on Fat Joe because the reality is, if you're an artist, unless you're an artist that's just wearing, you know what, I say everything from the sleeve and it's real, it's right, I'm the realist. If
that's the new age artist. That's the new one.
Yeah,
that's the new one.
That's what you're claiming.
Yeah.
Then you have to be on your, you have to back it up. But Fat Joe has been an artist where he's storytelling from the beginning. And
son, lean back, son. He's leaning back. We're not shooting, son. Come on now.
How far do you lean back, though?
Yeah, that's true.
That's dangerous.
Come on. You might fucking run and slip, you know?
But, you know what I mean? Every artist, comes and writes it from a perspective, right? Most. So you can't, don't sit and think that everything they say is factual.
Of course not. So you could tell by the stories, son.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, he write a song talking about lean back. He can't lean back. He could roll back. He should say roll back. Roll back. You know what I mean? Not a shot at him because he's fat. I'm just saying, son. Hey, this nigga went to jail for tax invasion. He got caught over $1 million. So he was not trying to pay Uncle Sam. I'm a civilian. I have to pay, son.
Yeah.
You feel me? We all have to pay.
I just, for me, you're right. You have to, you got to pay Uncle Sam. Don't make that mistake. That's
and then you're trying to blame it on the poor accountant, son.
No.
He's not making over $100,000.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
He got family.
Take away his license. Can't work with money.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
You feel me? So all that spark because of Young Thug's court is happening now.
Well, this is a good topic of conversation.
And then the judge is losing the lyrics, the hip hop lyrics, the song lyrics against that.
It's a Key and Peele skit. This has been going on with so many different rappers that have been held accountable for their artistic lyrics in courtrooms, which is a very slippery slope. Because what's the definition? There's a fine line between art, right? We talk about it all the time. That's something that's like a recurring theme on this show when we say like art is art.
Yeah,
you say
imitate life.
Yeah. And look, it doesn't matter though. It's like if you're expressing yourself, it's not a reality. It doesn't have to be what you say in a song. Doesn't have to be the reality. It could be a movie. You know what I mean? Like you could be spitting a movie.
I mean, it can be reality. Art is art at the end of the day. But if you have provable facts, that if you say that you killed my brother, and then in the song you describe the murder scene, homie, it's more than art now. It's evidence.
Oh yeah. See, this is
You
where
know what I mean?
this is where you cross the line though, and this is where like now, like you said, I think you're on the point where the modern artists, they're leaning that way where they feel like they have to have a real story behind the lyrics in order to feel justified and accepted by the people. You know what I mean? So, but back in the day, it wasn't like that because it was all curated, and you were fed like the narrative. You know what I mean? Like you were fed a narrative about your artist, and you still are in certain aspects, but they're not the ones that are popping. Sexy Red and the ones that are independent in a way are the ones that are popping. So it's just funny to me for Fat Joe to come out now.
It's a niche when it comes to art of storytelling in hip hop. There's a certain you know what I mean, people that will specifically go and buy a Nas album. If you buy a Nas album, you go buy a Sexy Red album, it's a two complete audience. They're not gonna listen to, you think people's listening to what Sexy Red is saying, besides like, you know what I mean, my booty hole is brown
listening.
and stuff
Girls
like
are listening,
that.
dude. Girls are listening to these tracks.
But we're not talking about shooting somebody, covering the murder, sending somebody to get killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like criminal evidence.
Come on, son.
Like, things that can be admissible in court. That's the stuff you want to avoid in your lyrics, goddammit. Especially if it's real. See, the thing is, when we talk about storytelling, though, I will say hip hop's also about embellishment, like making things grander than even what they may have been.
Facts.
Right? Because that's how hip hop. That's hip hop.
Like a movie.
Stunting.
Yeah.
You stunning?
Yeah, man.
That's what hip hop is in a way, right? So like that has also played a role in nowadays modern artists are trying to like we'll do it on purpose stunt. You know,
to prove that they're real gangsters and stuff like that. And it's kind of our fault too, as far as the community and stuff like that, as far as the audience, because like we believe DMX, bro. We believe Pac because of the beef with Big. You know what I mean? Now to try to replicate that in a year where most of the kids now is playing video games and they very emotional. If you make one joke of their shoes, like back then we used to have mama jokes. We can't have mama jokes no more. Too many kids are dying, son.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You crazy?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's just like, I understand what Joe is trying to say. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's art. You know what I mean? You're just making up stuff in the stories and stuff like that. But like, come on, bro. Like,
I know. It's dangerous.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes sense.
There's evidence and there's art.
Yep.
Both of them could still be art.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And it's funny because like Fat Joe was trying to defend himself. You know, I help out the community. I'm a man of the people. I'm like, yeah, that's dope. But
he's a liar, son. This nigga said he made song with Big, son. Son, this nigga said he had a close to an album with Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. My nigga.
Dang.
Let's be serious.
Don't be messing
Joseph.
with
All right.
Yeah.
He would have been out.
Diddy put the kibosh on that.
You think Diddy would ever let that
Diddy
happen?
put the kibosh on that. Just like,
come on,
dude.
son.
Hey, it's over for Diddy, by the way. On a side note, it's over, huh?
Oh my God,
it's over. Rest in peace.
My nigga, man, take that.
He did it.
Bro.
No, he did.
He did. Allegedly, all right?
Allegedly, but no, he did. Huh?
Yo, my boy Diddy, there's also a security guard is coming through, man. No, that last dude, that Roger dude.
Right.
I'm not with this dude, son.
Fake.
He's
there's gonna be fakers that come out.
He's capping, son. He deleted his Instagram account after talking reckless about Diddy, son.
Yeah. Now, but there's just too much now. There's just too much for there's no comeback season. Like, it's over. Rest in peace.
He's not going to jail though, bro.
No. He's just gonna live quietly. Just don't say nothing. Don't
move to Bali.
Don't
man.
don't do nothing no
Go
more.
to Bali, bro.
Don't make a move.
Safe.
Don't be around no girls. Like,
Yeah,
don't better not see no picture when you around no girl.
Nothing.
Sheesh. Be 6 feet away like it's COVID times.
Shit, where were we? Were we at Fat Joe?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, Fat Joe.
Jesus Christ.
We gotta move on to Whack 100. You know what I mean?
let's
Like,
move
can we? You know, Adam 22 as well. He's been all over the place.
If a tube top gets sold on the block, I want my cut.
You a crazy ass.
If a back on fake t-shirt gets sold on Melrose, the 22ster is here with Desto Dub by my side and Brick Baby right there with the Smith & Wesson, and we want our cut.
He's playing the art of war, son. So he's talking reckless against T-Rail and the rest of the Fit community cast, because you know they used to work together.
Yeah.
So now he's like, yeah, you know, my peoples, they walking around with Smith and Wessons, like he's just going off.
Yeah.
And then they caught one of his hosts by himself.
Oh.
Fit community pressed him, and then now Adam 22 is backpedaling like, yo, you know, my bad, you know, I didn't think you'd get worse. What did you expect? You messing with a bunch of gangsters.
This is what happens.
I'm letting all that go. They don't have to do the same. I'm just saying, the whole persona I was taking on before or whatever, I'm gonna go way out of my way. A lot of people saw me saying like, I'm not involved in this at this point. That was just my initial reaction because I had just had a conversation off camera about, you know, people and organizations that might potentially have issues with each other. And it's just, at that point, it's just becoming extremely clear.
T-Rail and Amodi told you, I don't know how to reply to you or respond to you with jokes.
Yeah.
All we know is that gangster life shit.
This is where you don't, you're playing with fire.
I feel like I can protect myself. I feel like I'm not terribly worried about what they're gonna do to me because I'm moving around in a certain way where I'm not really worried about that. Then we come to this Desto Dub situation. And to be honest, this was just like a really eye-opening thing for me.
There's our line, bro.
There's always that dumb nigga. There's always that dumb nigga, just to prove a point. He doesn't want money. He just think fame is more than money. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas rather be famous than rich.
They see it as dollar signs, though. And the weird thing is, most of the time nowadays, it kind of is in a crazy way, right? But Adam 22 has got to be careful, because if you playing with these type of dudes too much, you're gonna get slapped. You know what I mean?
End up fucking your baby mom.
Bro, Crip Mac's trying his best out here. I love Crip Mac. Oh, hey, Crip Mac. My man is just trying so hard, bro. He's like in the fifth. He's like Kobe in the fourth quarter trying to get with Lena.
Lena, I love you. Adam, you. We can fight in Baby Snap Sally.
What?
I don't have a rose, but I want to bust that coochie in the asshole. You want to get down?
No.
Those are the two new characters that's growing up on me. Pause. Him and Charleston White, son.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the two characters last year. I was just like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. They pissed me off. But now it's like every time I'm feel.
It's gotta be the weirdest thing that's going on the internet. Now, it's entertaining.
He's interviewing dudes who's gonna smash his girl, son.
Yeah, and they're acting like children. Now, Crip Mac is funny. I gotta leave Crip Mac alone. But I saw them wrestling, two dudes wrestling and throwing each other in a pool and acting like it was some serious beef. And I'm like, now that's pause moment right there. I don't care whatever you say.
I mean, you messing with Adam. Adam is all pause moment.
How can Adam 22 be disrespecting anyone's wife?
That's what I'm saying, son.
Nah, dude, that's funny.
Come on, son.
No. Don't do that. That's too easy.
First things first. I'm just being real, bro. All trolling out the way. You have to apologize ahead. If you want it to start, if you want those guys to see this and say, you know what, maybe he gets it, cool.
I don't think I can apologize to Heather, honestly.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man, let's move on to T.I.
Speaking of fighting.
T.I. had a crazy week, man.
Fighting.
Started
Fighting
from last
words.
weekend. Him and King, his son King, went off.
Man.
This little nigga just let him outside the gates. That's clearly where he wanna be.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm gonna tell you why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Cause he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking and pacify. He was 12 years old.
And then he trying to stun on us by dropping an interview with him and his son, which was pre-recorded 3 weeks ago. And then he released it. He just good timing. He was just like, oh, the whole family's fine after the craziness. The whole world get to see your son being a piece of... I won't finish that sentence.
I've been iffy with T.I. since he was on stage with the paperwork. You know what I mean? Trying to defend himself. I don't know. Like, there's been weird stuff going on.
Charleston White was white.
And yeah, he was.
Not right. He was white.
He was white. White was white. But, you know, when he's talking about King, I do see like it's not a great look, man. Like, he's the eldest son and everything like that, and like, but still,
I think he's the middle child.
I thought so. Maybe he is the middle child. But you know, I saw the other on the flip. On a positive note, T.I. has another son, right? I think his name's Messiah. I might be wrong, but man, making some like dope music, some real lyrical, like J. Cole-ish type sound. I'm like, that's what you want from a son of a rapper.
Is that one of them playing the piano or something?
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
But what King's doing is like pure clout, right? Yeah. You know, and allegedly, bro. I want to throw some alleged. I want to throw
alleged all the way, bro.
Alleged.
You got to allege.
Alleged. I saw a TikTok post, so who knows if this is credible. Now, I saw a TikTok post claiming that you know, it was kind of crazy. They were trying to say that another, you know, close friend of theirs is actually King's daddy.
I mean, it's possible.
And I was looking at the faces.
Yeah, it did look alike. Hey, alleged.
So
is the daughter. The daughter ain't messing with T.I. like that either, because like the daughter is pissed off because remember T.I. was like, oh, I make sure she doesn't have sex and stuff like that. So he goes and then go to the doctor and make sure, like, you know, I mean, do all those tests and stuff like that.
Yeah. T.I.
So she's in college. She was like, yeah, I didn't even know this shit was happening. My phone was blowing up, and then surely this nigga's talking about my virginity.
I'm scrolling on Twitter and I see that I've been tagged in a post. The only word that I saw was gynecologist, and I didn't even need to read the whole title because I just knew. My heart sank. Very shocked, hurt, angry, embarrassed.
And so she's not with it either. I mean, so the whole family is kind of like, but T.I.'s still the king though. King of the South, man.
Paper Trail,
I love T.I., man.
Paper Trail, man.
You crazy. You can't do no wrong, man.
Over and over.
You see what that promoter was trying to do to him?
Yeah.
They put his face in a flyer.
Now, yeah, you can't do that.
You gotta pay the man.
You have to.
Know who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing.
Yeah, this is for anybody. It doesn't matter about T.I. And this is in his city, which
son,
is
they do that
wild.
shit in Australia too. So I be watching flyers on Facebook post up, and also they have Drake's face in there, Nicki Minaj, they have Sexy Red.
Australia, Australia is notorious for that because we're so far away from everyone.
Lawsuit.
Yeah,
that's what they need.
We don't get the lawsuits because nobody sees it. But I've seen businesses.
I'm snitching.
I've seen businesses.
We're snitching now.
Like, you know, satirically use things in such a way that it's like just blatant, just kind of using that. It's copying. Like they could get sued immediately, but Australia's like, keep on trucking, baby. That's what we like here. I guess that happens in other countries as well. You know, you have knockoff type situations.
I think Rihanna, sue somebody. Is that Rihanna or Beyonce sue somebody by printing shirts? I think it was in London. They printing shirts of her face and stuff and were just making a killing.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, wait a goddamn minute.
Now this happens a lot, right? In anything, but particularly with artists, and especially in like Australia and other parts of the world that's not in the States.
Especially in China. Imagine what they do in China.
Bro, like merch, like posters, club events, like all that. It's just like likeness gets used without any sort of return. And you know what? It's tough.
Son, if you're a major celebrity, would you want to get a buddy double?
Oh man, like, you know, that'd be
you're making cash
smart.
like that because they put in your face in flyers. You might as well do an Akon. Akon used to do that with his brothers, huh? You know what I mean?
Dude.
We're like, yo, go seeing you locked up in freaking Jersey while I'm in Boston performing. You feel what I mean?
Back before the internet and back before
niggas would know.
Yeah, that and also cameras are way too good. The S23
HD,
Ultra,
4K,
goddamn it, we can see the moon. You can see the moon, goddamn it.
Hey, this nigga had freckles in his face. He had freckles.
Bro, people could be at your concert in the back of the stadium in
And
the
still catch you
rows,
full
and they
effect.
just zoom right in and be like, "Hey, that's not Akon, that's Mutombo." Who is this?
No.
I don't like.
That's facts, yo. That's facts.
So today is tough to do that, but it would have been great back in the day. If I was Michael Jackson, I would have hired a bunch of I would have hired a bunch of dudes and just sent them out on tours.
Yeah, back in the day, kings used to do that when they used to travel amongst like different countries when during the time of wars. It's been recorded.
Well, they're smart too because they're gonna get assassinated. Bro.
Yeah.
So they used to be like a fake them, send always a fake out. The king might have been one of the guards standing next to them and be like, you know.
So what thresholds you need to hit for you to have a body double? 100 million?
Dude, you gotta.
If I have 100 million, I have a body double.
You gotta be Kanye.
That's the requirement.
You gotta be Kanye.
No, you gotta. That's a requirement. Sorry, Cloud babies. We don't know. We're not rich. You know what I mean? If we make 100 millions, we have. We would. We'll have 2 podcasts.
You gotta be rich as hell. You gotta, to get FU money. You gotta be on top. Like you gotta have to at least come into a Billy. Yeah, like at least
to get a body double. That's too much, son.
No. You need at least that much.
A Billy, you go to space. That's like the requirement. You're a billionaire, you go to space. That's it.
What?
No. Those are the facts. The threshold is 100 million. You get a body double, son.
Yo, isn't Andrew Tate a billionaire?
No.
He announced it.
No, he's lying. That nigga be lying.
He announced it.
He got a body double though.
He should.
Yeah,
he really should.
Who do you think went to jail all this time?
No, but you can't trust what the buddy double is gonna do though. What if the body double does some wild shit in your
He's
name?
even better than you.
Bro,
then you became the body double.
Bro, he starts acting like P. Diddy. What happens then?
Hey,
you're in trouble.
Hey, NDAs, baby, but it doesn't matter, son.
It does.
100 million, you got a buddy double. That's the threshold, son.
I don't know,
all
man.
Right.
You know, speaking of having money for a buddy double, we got Elon Musk. He's got FU money, and he just announced it. He just announced he's got the money, and he just announced it to the world that he does not give 2.
Somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising? Blackmail me with money? Go yourself. Go yourself. Is that clear?
You know what I said. It's all about him being anti-Semitic, yo. Somebody put a tweet and then he agreed to.
We're not getting into the politics side of things. This is DIA. We're not here for that.
We're here for the clout babies.
You ain't here for that, you know? But Elon was kind of like, you know, maybe trying to support a particular opinion, but then failed to see what that tweet was really about. And he's paying the price for it. So that was dumb. Now, fair enough. But in general, Elon is goddamn Iron Man, all right? And he's out there doing the damn thing he's a superhero now. It's like a movie. He's out, he's just no more caring about what people think, no more caring about, he's got enough money, so your money doesn't matter.
He literally destroyed X. Now, promoters' feelings is the most,
you think he destroyed
sensitive? X? Yes, he's been destroying X. First and foremost, X was not worth $40 billion. He went and spent all that, and then ever since then, it's been going down. Not only that, he fired everybody that know what they were doing in a social platform like that. But media is a very hard field to maneuver, and owning a platform and dealing with people's freedom of speech, dealing with countries, this is a whole different game, son. He went there, I'm smarter than everybody else. He started firing people, and then now we have X. Nobody's still calling it X. We're still calling it Twitter.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Fine. No,
and then, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm gonna cook you after this, but go.
Responding to this Twitter thing, he should have read it. I understand if you messed up. Be like, yo, you know, I messed up. You know what I mean?
That was bad. Yeah.
He needs the promoters, bro.
Yeah. Well, 40
billion. He's gonna lose that. Now he's trying to blame it, talking about, let's leave it to Earth. What the fuck does that mean?
All right, I got you.
That sounds so stupid. Leave it to Earth. Like Earth is gonna. Is Earth the people? Because the people do not give a fuck. Because you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna move to a different platform.
Yeah.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are gonna say we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna say
tell it to Earth.
But they're gonna say Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things and that they were inappropriate things. And that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform.
Come on, man, that's my guy, son. But I have to cook him, son. He does stupid shit like that, and I'm like, come on, man. I still want the Cybertruck, son.
I'm gonna push back on this because I disagree. Because I feel like this move was a huge move, and it was iconic for a few reasons. And I think that it's not gonna be a bad decision in the long run for a few reasons. I'm gonna give you an example. Like he tried to give the example as well. He's like, Tesla does no advertising, bro. and they've been growing steadily. I don't know if you looked at like the stock price for that has constantly been going up since day one. So that alone is a big thing. He's like, I don't need advertising, and neither do you if you have a good product. He's like, if your product's good, it's gonna sell, and that's what he's saying to them.
That's
he's
the key word. X is not good.
But this is the problem, right? X is not a product. It's a platform, like we're talking about, right? That's why people want to put their products on it. Now, advertising has been the model for social media since the beginning. Fair enough. But he's making a stand for advertisers calling the shot on content. Now that is a problem. When you have like big companies saying, no, you can't say that. You can't do this. No, we don't like that. We're not gonna pay you, like all that kind of stuff, because we want our narrative. We want our type of, and that's fair enough for a company to say that. But for Elon, he's standing back like, I don't need money. And you know what? I can fund Twitter all day. For him, it doesn't matter if he loses out. He's like, I can fund Twitter all day. So he's like, I'm making a stand for, I'm tired of seeing, and this is what the point that really got me, I loved about Elon, when he said this. He goes, I'm tired of people who are trying to look good, but do evil things. And that's factual for the mainstream media for a long ass time, bro. We've seen it. That's why we don't trust it. That's why no one watches really. If you're a young person, you don't pay attention to the TV news, the real mainstream New York Times type, stories. You're not listening to that because we know we're getting lied to. We've been lied to.
Come on, please. No.
They're doing that.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Is Beyonce bleaching?
What's going on? I'm
She's
genuinely
getting quiet.
concerned. I love Beyonce to death, and we all do. Beyonce fans,
we're
relax.
just asking. I just saw a picture. It could have been extra light. It could have been those LED lights. Technology is moving up.
We don't know. Makeup is there. Is foundation going on? Who knows? Makeup artist maybe didn't have the right color. We don't know. We're just
L'Oreal, nigga. She needs to go back to L'Oreal. Is she still with L'Oreal? Because the makeup palette, come on, Cloud Babies, she's getting too white.
She's still the queen. All right. We're just asking a question. What's going on? Is Fair and Lovely going on?
That's the queen, son.
Because
she cannot bleach, yo. Because she have role models. That's what Charleston White was talking about, man. You have all those big megastar artists doing the wrong decision and having the young kids. You know what I mean? With BBLs. BBLs is not even in it no more, son.
Bro.
There's a new thing going on.
Is there really? A new thing?
If girls with BBL, they trying to bend them in the NBA. They trying to bend all the girls with BBL. The next 15 years, bro. It's gonna be back to natural.
That's what I like. Ooh, good to see.
Bring it back, Maya.
Good to see.
Aaliyah.
Good to see it.
Ooh,
that's what we're talking about.
Natural.
Yes.
No milk.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Because it's I think at first we all did not see the signs because it was so new.
Son, the puppets predict that shit since the 60s, man. You see how the puppets, how they look? Now all the girls look like that. Big lips, the super heavy eyelashes and stuff like that. Fake, super small waist, big. You know what I mean?
You think that was
imitate itself?
It was doctored in maybe as well, but I just feel like we didn't see this. But now all men are like savvy. We all know. Now we see the signs. We know BBL signs. We're like detectives now.
Yeah, it's just like we see it every day.
We see it every day, and we've seen the sign. We just look at you just gotta look.
The first time I ever seen a BBL, son. Come to think about it, son.
What?
I probably was in high school. I was in a train, catching a 2 train, my nigga.
Really?
Yeah, son. I could not understand it, son. I thought that was a mutant.
Bro.
You know what I mean? I was in a train station just holding the freaking pole. Was just like, what the hell, son? You know what I mean? Going to Canal Street, like, I was like, yo, son, this was crazy.
Do you know when you see it? Because it's hidden real well, but you know when you see it, and not to be rude, but bikini photos.
Yeah.
That's when you see it.
Nah, I think I seen it from a Puerto Rican chick. She had to be Spanish. She was like Puerto Rican or something. It was weird. I was like, whoa.
You just look here, and because like with a fat ass like that, usually there's a little bit going on here in a good way, in a sexy way. I love the fupa sometimes. All right, it's nice, but then when it's like weirdly flat here. And there's all going on in the back there. I'm like, yo, we're moving things around back there. We see it.
The math is mathing.
Yo, moving things around. Rearrangement.
The mathing, yo.
There's
like
a rearrangement.
It's not balanced.
It's quick math right there. Like Kendrick was saying, black of the berry, sweet of the juice. What happened to that? We gotta bring that back.
We're trying to, man. We might have to move to Ghana.
Yeah, why is Beyonce going so light? Maybe she should go dark. Be in the sun.
She's doing techno music now, though.
You think it's
That's
maybe
what happened.
just not being in the sun enough? Maybe.
No, she's in the sun. She's performing, doing all sorts of stuff.
Cause it's like
maybe she needs to stop going to the European world, like where it's too cold. The sun rays there is not as strong. She needs to come to Australia where she'd be there for like 2 hours.
That UV?
Bitch is black.
She need that UV.
Again, nigga.
That real.
Come to Gold Coast.
Hey man.
12 o'clock in the midday right now.
Dude, the old
I never wear shorts, but nigga, look at that. I'm melting.
Bro, who knew all three Destiny's Child's destiny was to become white?
White, my nigga. Only in America, son.
Skin.
Where 3 poor black girls could turn out to be wealthy, rich, white girls. Only in America.
What message does that send to the young ladies out there that, you know, dark skin and be like, I just need to make some money and I could be white too. Like, come on.
My dream is to be white.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Embrace being like, I love being dark skin. Like, just having dark skin.
No, there's nothing
whatever
wrong
your
with
color
it.
is, you should embrace it, man. I
Top
love
babies, Elevation Nation. This ain't the first time.
It's not.
You already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and hit that little bell button.
Better hit that button.
And I'll see you next week.
Let's go.
That's it.